Securing Ubuntu. Introduction. Securing a system completely is impossible because there is always something more you can try. But we can secure our Ubuntu machine in various ways like setting up firewall, securing SHM partition, securing kernel, lock user accounts, detecting rootkits, and by removing unwanted services. Firewall can be both software-based or hardware-based. It helps to keep a network secure. It controls incoming and outgoing network traffic by analyzing the data packets and determining whether it should be allowed through or not.
Ubuntu is already secured, but we can enhance the security of Ubuntu. We have to use several other tools for it because we don't want to compromise for the security of Ubuntu. By doing this, we get safe from the hackers and malicious activities. So, we will show how to install and configure tools for safety. To start with the security, we want to install firewall, and it's very easy. Our Ubuntu do not have pre-installed firewall, so go to Applications and Ubuntu Software Center. Just type UFW, that is for uncomplicated firewall, and install it. It requires administrator password. Now it's being installed. The firewall is installed now. You can see the details of it. Now exit firewall settings. Click here on the system, administration and firewall configuration. We need to enable it. We need to deny the incoming, so by default it is correct. We also need to deny the outgoing. We can't make it allow and not reject also, because hackers can send some request, and when the request will get reject, they will send some packages to analyze what kind of security you have on your computer. So always prefer deny and then add. We now have to add some ports that we frequently use for outgoing connection. So go to pre-configured, allow, out, and select service and add FTP port and just click on add. Okay, port number is 21 for FTP. We need to add more ports, so allow, out, service, and then HTTP for browsing the internet. So add again, and ports like IMAP, POP3, Samba for sharing file between Windows machine, and SMTP. Okay, it will be enough. We need to secure connection between banking, etc. Otherwise hacker will be able to shift the packets. So go to simple, allow, out, TCP, and add the port number, suppose 443, and add it. You can see port 443 is enabled. Now we don't want to allow in connections as we don't host anything, so we have to allow all necessary outgoing connection user data program protocol, so that is UDP, that is user data program protocol, and add port number 53 for it. It's been enabled. and we also need to add another port number 1232 UDP, so that Ubuntu system will be able to sync up with our Ubuntu clock with our internet clock. So add it also. UDP port is very necessary if we want to able to surf internet, because this is for the domain name system to interact with the internet. So let's log into the internet and go to a site, suppose yahoo.com. Okay, so it's working fine. If internet is working fine, our firewall is working fine, as we have make it on outgoing port connection.
Securing SHM partition. /dev/SHM is a traditional shared memory concept. One program will create a memory partition which other processes can access if permitted. This results in speeding up things in Linux.
Now we are securing the partition in Ubuntu. For it, we have to become root. Type sudo -i to become root. It needs root password. Now you can see here it is root. Now do vim.tiny/etc/fstab. The fstab file typically lists all available disks and disk partitions and indicates how they are to be initialized or otherwise integrated into the overall system's file system. Why we need to do it? We need to do it to secure our Ubuntu partitions. Now press enter. We have to secure the dev SHM partition because that partition many hackers might want to install certain things in that partition will be able to deploy further attack on the Ubuntu machine. So press I for inserting and insert tmpfs/dev/shm, that is our device, space tmpfs again, defaults, comma rw. Don't write r0 because it's too strict. R0 or RO, that is read only, and 00. Now press escape, type colon, and after it W to save it, and Q for quitting. Now we have to remount the partition with new parameter. So type mount, that is to bind or remount the part of file hierarchy at another directory. Mount -O, that is for options. We have remount in the options. Remount dev-shm. It is not showing any error. That means it has been remounted.
Securing kernel. sysctl. It is an interface that allows me to make changes to a running Linux kernel. Kernel, the lowest level of easy replaceable software that interfaces with the hardware in a computer. Responsible for interfacing all of your applications that are running in user mode to the physical hardware and allowing processes to get information from each other using inter-process communication.
Now we are securing the kernel file in Ubuntu. Type vim.tiny/etc/sysctl.conf. Sysctl is an interface for examining and dynamically changing parameters in Linux operating system. Now the sysctl.conf file has appeared. For enabling something, type I or press I. You can insert something in it, and by delete and enable net.ipv4.conf.default.rp filter is equal to 1 and net.ipv4.conf.all rp filter is equal to 1. In do not accept ICMP redirects, enable it also, and do not send ICMP redirects, enable it also, because we are not a router. Computer is the router here. And then do not accept IP source router packets, enable it also. And if the machine has log Martian packets, enable it also. Now press escape :WQ for saving and quitting the file. Now type sysctl -p to confirm the changes that were enabled. You can see here the changes that we made are enabled.